nice of everyone to show up.
Sorry.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, sorry.
A little late? What's going on? Are we starting or?
Let's start the show. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Manly Things.
Sort of.
My name is Evan Simonitsch, celebrity menswear stylist.
My name is Sally, women's wear celebrity stylist. I
Amazing.
just started yesterday.
Congratulations.
Actually, I got some pointers from my friend over here.
Mercedes, introduce yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Big moment.
Oh my gosh. I am Mercedes Natalia and celebrity stylist for men and women.
Yes. Yeah, she does both men and women.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I have to admit, stalk your social media.
Oh,
a little
okay.
bit. So
Oh,
I
yikes.
do apologize if I
So you know
know everything about
Yeah,
you.
you know
Okay.
everything. So you have
Yikes.
no questions out of Sally today. That's
yeah, you
good.
know my whole life.
I'm always fascinated as I have a crazy story trying to become a stylist and get to where we're at now.
Yeah.
Do you have a long story or short story about how you got to where you're at now?
I started because I genuinely didn't know this existed as a career. I had no idea that there were people hired to dress these people for red carpets. I thought like they would just go pick out a beautiful dress at a store and that's just what they wore. Like I just had no idea. And so I actually started when I first came to LA. I wanted to be more into the music scene and I sang but I hated being in front of the camera and I was like, why am I doing this? This is literally not what I want to do at all.
Well, welcome in front of the camera.
Now
Yeah.
here we are.
Baby.
I made it. This is my moment. I hated it. I just really loved like the behind the scenes. I loved writing music. And then when it was pushed for me to be out there and perform them, I was like, oh no. I don't want to be me. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And I was working part-time at Free People in Studio City.
Mhm.
And we would have like celebrity clientele come in and they were like, you're really great, like helping people find things for like events and you should try and like do that. And I was like, do what? And they're like, well, like dress people for events. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And they're like, no, like it's a real job. You can like go out. And so I was like, what? Like I just had no idea. And then a friend of a friend, we were out at a party and they were like, do you work in fashion? And I was like, no, but I want to. And they were like, I work for Nylon Magazine. Do you want to come assist me? And I was like, okay.
Hot
So,
dog.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Here in LA.
Here in LA,
Okay.
yeah. And so she was like, you're basically going to do like bitch work
Yeah.
and you're going to go get coffees and you're going to do all of the things you
Just
don't
like the
want.
movies.
Just
Yeah,
like them, just like
seriously.
Devil Wears Prada. And that's what I did. But she ended up being like very helpful and like pushing me when like they would have stylists come on for covers and things like that. And they didn't have the budgets to fly in their assistants, things like that. So they were like, Mercedes, go help the stylist. And so when the stylist then would come in for other jobs, they were like, oh, we have a stylist assistant in LA. We'll use Mercedes. And so I kind of just started making connections that way. And then Nylon had changed ownership and I just started assisting.
Great. Yeah.
And that's kind of how it started.
May I ask
Who's my way?
who that person was that told you fashion is a job?
Honestly, I think it was my manager at Free People. Like it was just a random.
Funny.
Yeah. She was like, no, it's like.
I'm glad she was looking out for you.
Yeah,
And
she was so
obviously
lovely,
she
yeah.
saw something in you, which
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah, she took me from like job to job. When she left, she was like, I'm gonna bring you here. I want to like see if you can make it in this space. If we can try and like figure out a job or a position for you here, and just to kind of like immerse me in it. And then once I was at Nylon, it just was.
It's a great way to get exposure in like retail and fashion by like teaming up with a group of people and just hopping around house to house.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, she probably saw like you're dressed very nicely today. You probably have always had like an eye for fashion.
Yeah.
What are you wearing today? Because I like the outfit a lot. The trench
Yeah,
coat.
man. Great colors.
Yeah.
Thanks so
You can feel free to like label. You can label drop too.
Label drop.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's honestly, no. I'm wearing COS denim.
Dope.
Oh, love that.
I love them. They're oversized. I had a keep at a store, and I was like, I'm gonna get myself these
like it.
giant pants.
Yeah, good little like hack for some stylists. If
Yeah.
there's a restock fee, say you pull from a store,
Mhm.
they require you to keep a certain amount, and sometimes you just either keep stuff for like your
Yeah.
studio,
Right.
or if you like something, you go ahead and keep it,
Yeah.
and then you put it on the expense report, and they might pay for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in all fairness, I felt like I was like, I'm over budget. So
Yeah.
like, I'm just going to get myself something and
Okay.
then like not bill them for it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'll do that a lot too, where I'm like, well, I could like, that's like the only time I shop for myself
Yeah,
is when
yeah.
I have like, I've gone over budget. Like literally today I went over budget at Bodie and I was like,
Oh, that's
I'm going
tough.
to keep myself.
Yeah.
I'm
a
sure it's
nice
tough to
little
not go over
shirt.
budget at
100%,
Bodie.
Yeah. One thing's
Yeah.
$1,000 there.
Yeah. So, so I'm wearing COS denim, men's rag and bone little
Nice.
knit. And then this is C New York, my trench.
Sick. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You've got it styled so uniquely, wearing
The
the
sweater
sweater
over is
over the
dope.
trench. That's such a cool look. I'm probably going to steal it for tomorrow.
Well, and the red. Did you do the red nail polish?
And the
didn't do
red,
it- The red
kicks,
kicks?
I
they're
didn't
blowing
do
my
it to
mind.
match, but I am like particular about my nails either being no color at all or red.
Oh.
Those are like
that.
the only two
What
colors.
about toes? Maybe I shouldn't ask that.
It's a match. It's a match. So just red and red.
Okay, got
No,
it.
yeah. Just, yeah.
I got sparklies on mine.
Great. Love it. I didn't mention that.
I complimented you on everything you wore today.
I know.
So go ahead, head to
Yeah.
toe. What do you got?
I got obviously the
Tabby
classics.
Cathy's.
Tabby Margiela, Tabby Cowboy Margiela, Poots.
Poots.
Vintage
Poots.
Gucci cargo pants.
at
I
this
got
guy.
them at
Okay,
the.
just-
I said labels.
Oh
yeah.
my
Homie's gonna
gosh.
label
These
drop.
are,
Okay.
I got these from the Real in Orange County.
Oh, I got this Gucci watch from my
Oh my
Real.
God, that gold is amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
Very
That is
vintage guy.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good one, right?
It's like very vintage looking and very delicate looking. It's
Yeah.
great.
The Real.
There was my name drop. Okay.
Coming strong.
Yeah.
I got my wife pleaser on the bottom from Tajay.
Yeah.
And then this vintage Levi's
That's
Monterey
dope.
County.
It's so sick.
Yeah,
I love
it.
the colors. Yeah, it's really nice.
Thank you. And then I got obviously I have to match the Gucci's with the Gucci. And then
Wow.
Nick Fouquet
I've never seen.
Coney Island hat.
Yeah, I've never seen that kind of hat that he's made before. That's awesome.
Came out 2 years ago.
and he's
They
got the
stu-
matchstick on the side, which is cool.
Do you remember Gurin Brothers came out
Yep.
with those animal
Yeah.
trucker hats?
Mhm.
This is their callback.
Hmm.
They're like, "Fuck you, we'll do it better," and they
I
did.
like that. I like that. Cool.
You?
Since we were doing the tunnel walk today, I figured I was like, look, if I'm an NFL player, I'm gonna wear something similar, like something like this. So I reached out to Carhartt for some of my Western guys, and I was like, oh, sick. I love overalls. I love like a jumpsuit, boiler suit, that kind of thing. And these are like made for hunt. Like it's full fleece from head, like bottom to top
So
to bottom.
you're nice and
So
warm.
I'm sweating. Yeah. James Purse t-shirt, and our twins came, and so I bought myself some Jordans,
Clean.
sage green, and some orange. Yeah.
I have
So-
to say, you mentioned that we're talking about tunnel walks today, and you wanted to look like the guys in the tunnels.
Yeah.
You kind of wrong tunnel, buddy. You look like
Which-
the guys in the mine tunnels,
Oh.
like going for coal.
Like
and-
no, so I'm looking for like that Zoolander, the Ben Stiller Zoolander right there.
Never
Like
seen
that
it,
guy.
but people say that I talk like him.
What? We need the whole comedy movie element of your repertoire.
I don't have
We need
eyes.
to
I've
up
never
it.
seen anything.
Okay.
I also
okay,
same.
good. Have you seen Dumb and Dumber though?
I mean, I have
Oh no.
a very long time ago. I couldn't.
It's
see
either
it.
that or never.
Look,
yeah.
it's fine.
Well, I have a question now that we've sort of talked about fashion a little bit. I want to know who Mercedes is. Where are you from?
Yeah.
What's your favorite sport? Who was your first ever celebrity client? Just go through the ringers, starting where you're
Oh
from.
my gosh. Okay, from San Diego.
Nice.
Yeah, very close. Hated it.
Ooh.
Absolutely hated it.
Like
Yeah,
Where in
not-
San
proper, like
Diego?
where in San Diego?
Oceanside, Carlsbad area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I love Oceanside.
They have those. What is it? Tulips. Okay, never mind.
Maybe.
like everywhere in the country. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, right. Okay.
They do have like a flower
There's some garden there.
somewhere. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
We'll get to it at the next episode.
Yeah, not sure. I mean, I also left when I was 18, so I feel like I just like escaped right away. Yeah, not my fave place. Just it moved too slow for me. So left when I was 18, 19, came up here.
Skipped college.
Skipped
Wow,
college.
no college
Good
at
for you.
all.
I'm a
No
college
college.
dropout, boy.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
It was just not for me. I like failed my way through high school. I think my teachers felt bad and they were like, she's going to do something different.
Was there anything occupational in your high school, or was it strictly like general education?
General education.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
How about when you first moved here, where did you start working? Were you in retail? Were you in fashion?
Yeah, I worked, like I said, I had started and worked at Free People pretty quickly.
We already went over that, right?
And then, yeah, I just kind of bounced around a little bit, but I was trying to do the music thing, working Free People.
That's what I want to get into because
Yeah, he's a music guy.
I
right here.
also tried to get into the music thing for several years. And when I was prompted to perform in front of people, I was like, I don't want to be myself. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's the worst thing
So I get
ever.
your music journey as well. Are you still working on anything?
No.
Okay.
My partner, we've been together for 8 years. He's a songwriter and producer. So I will sing demos from time to time for him.
Excellent.
So I feel like
Good
I
for
get my
you.
like little
I like
like
that.
yeah.
Cool.
So it's fun and I enjoy being able to like do that behind the scenes and not have anyone know. Like I've had like a few commercials with it, which is so
Right.
funny.
Wow.
Yeah, but like not under me at all. Like no one would ever know. I'm like, no one needs to know. No one needs to hear it. It's just not
I'm
good.
going to go hunting for it now.
No. My name isn't on it. You wouldn't know.
I'll look for your alias then,
Great.
your avatar.
Yeah, okay.
What about your favorite genre of music to sing?
Honestly, super basic, but I think my voice probably sounds best on like indie pop.
Great.
Yeah.
Very good. Any
Yeah.
particular bands that you have
Oh my God,
heavy
I'm really
influence
going
over?
in.
Sorry, I'm grilling you.
I love it.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm sweating.
Fashion podcast and music podcast.
Yeah,
It's great.
wow.
Join the club. I've been sweating since I got out of the car.
Oh my God. I listened to a lot. Like my mom was blasting Fleetwood Mac when I was a kid. That's
Sick.
like
Hell yeah.
all I
Beautiful,
listened
yeah.
to. So I was always like a big Stevie fan and just was obsessed. I mean, but we listened to everything in my house, I feel like, growing up. And yeah, I just love all music.
Great.
Yeah.
Well-rounded.
Yeah.
Love that kind of musician.
Yeah.
You have
Gotta
any questions
appreciate
for
it
her?
all.
But it kind of helps with like styling, trying to bring it back to fashion. It helps
Yeah.
with style and being like well-rounded like that.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from almost a different background to almost help incorporate whether it be like inspiration or
Yeah.
relationship-wise, you know?
I think for me, like, I still gravitate now towards artists.
Yeah.
And working with artists, I definitely prefer it because I think I just latch onto the project so much more. I get so much more inspired.
Yeah.
Don't hate me, all of my other clients.
No, but isn't there something where if you are with, can I name drop one of your clients?
Yeah.
She works with Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
And
Whoa.
yeah. And so like, isn't there something too when you're getting an artist ready, or even if you're just hanging out with them, I don't know, on tour at a tour stop, and they're getting ready to go on stage, it almost feels like you're getting ready to go on stage. Like there's a little bit of like, oh, this is a lot of fun, and obviously there's no pressure on you because you're not performing, but I don't know. To me, I always found that fun.
No.
Like you don't see that at all.
Nope, not for me.
Me neither. Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
never felt that way ever. So,
Is that the band
Okay.
that, do they have the song Sail?
no, that's
Every
AWOL Nation.
every commercial
Amazing.
ever, Imagine Dragons is
Yes,
on
that's
that
true,
song.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're incredible. No.
Sorry.
No,
So-
that's not them.
So you didn't. So do you help them when they're in LA? Do you see them?
Yeah, we
Okay.
just did a video. We just shot their music video for their new album last week.
Dude, that's
Ah.
Yeah.
sick. How
Yeah.
was that?
I mean, they're the best
They're
human
cool, yeah.
beings on like the planet. I adore them. I adore their
Great.
team. Like,
Good.
Are
I
you
just-
on music video sets often?
yeah, I love it.
Wow,
I
you
love
got my
that part.
dream job, man.
It is.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like when I get to work with artists, I'm like, that is my happy place. Because I feel like I just connect so much more. I have like such a more visual idea for them. Whereas like when you do actors, it's like you're putting them in red carpet looks and it's kind of repetitive in a way,
Yeah.
and it gets kind of like stagnant for me. And I think because actors go into they're creative when they're on set and filming and doing that. So like when they're doing carpets, I don't know if it's the same for you, but for me, they like want to be like the most, I feel like, basic watered down version of themselves sometimes.
And you might bring some really cool options, hoping they're gonna dress like that. And then it's like it's just a black tuxedo, and then there's nothing.
And
to
like
it,
I get that. Like I'm down for like a classic look, and but yeah, I just think that like, and that's fair for them too. I'm like, I get it. You want to be yourself. Like this is you. This is your time to be yourself. But for me, I'm like, oh, okay, it's just not as experimental or as fun. Like when I'm working with artists, it's much more like we're doing a video, and this is like the world we're creating.
Yeah.
And then you get to immerse yourself in that. And then the next video is something completely different, and then you get to like immerse yourself in that. And like, I just think it brings out so much more creativity, at least with myself.
In no offense to like the band members of Imagine Dragons, but like when I see them, I think of the lead singer,
Dan.
So yeah, Dan. When you're dressing him, are you're obviously considering the other members, but like so there's 5 members, right?
No, there's actually only 3.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not too tough, but like, is it harder getting clothes for them versus him? Like, how is that dynamic between trying to dress like a lead singer versus a band?
No, I think that they're all so cool and so down. They're just like truly the sweetest dream clients. Right. They're usually just like, yeah, whatever you think. And I'm like, okay. I always truly like to fit Dan first because I want him to feel, comfortable. And he's always, I feel like the singer's always just going to be, eyes are always going to be on them. Yeah. So we usually kind of start there, and I think even for like the video process, it was 3 days with Dan. It was 1 day with the band, so there's just so much more eyes.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, there's obviously like more time spent with him than there are with the other members, and everyone's also from all over. So he's here in LA, and we're spending more time. Yeah. But
good to know.
Do you like sports?
No.
Oh.
So who'd you have in the Super Bowl last night?
I didn't know who played, and I also didn't know.
The Eagles and the Rams.
Yeah, no question. No. Where did you watch the Super Bowl last night?
No.
What were you doing? What did you? So while the world was watching this one football game, what were you doing?
I was driving on an empty freeway to the barn to see my horses.
Yeah, horses? She's a horse owner. Yeah.
Oh my God!
2 horses.
Tell us about that.
I have
How
2
long have
ponies.
you been riding?
I started riding when I was 5. Yeah. And then I took a nice lull. I think I stopped around 15, and then during COVID, I actually got back into it. And so then I adopted an X-race horse, and then I adopted a second X-race horse, and now I have 2 boys.
Thoroughbreds, right?
Yeah, thoroughbreds.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
One of them's name is Marlboro.
Yeah, Marlboro.
Oh,
Marlboro and
sick.
Picasso. Yeah.
Picasso.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Do you teach or do you ride for leisure?
So Marlboro is not rideable, sadly, because he had a very bad injury at the racetrack. So I just took him.
So did you like walk him around then?
I mean, he likes to run around, and he is a wild boy. Cool. Yeah, he is quite intense. When I first got him, every single person was like, absolutely do not get this horse. He's so incredibly dangerous. Do not do it.
Wow.
Yeah, but I was like, wow, he needs a home, so I'm gonna do it.
Good for you. That's
awesome. So it's taken me a very long time, and we're still on this journey, but he's a very difficult horse. But
how about Picasso?
He's a sweet boy.
Rideable?
Well, he was until last month when he kicked his leg through a fence.
Oh, no.
And I had to bring him into the hospital to have a surgery.
Wow.
Yeah, so he just got back from his surgery 2 weeks ago. And so he is on a nice stall rest.
Happy healing.
Stall rest for 4 months. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to start a tangent with this, but also a dog rescuer.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And so is Sally. So you guys will obviously
we'll talk about that.
Yeah. I'm like, do you want a dog? Because I have a puppy right now.
No, well, honestly, like at the end, we'll plug any sort of like dog rescue.
Oh my gosh, all of them. Yeah.
Because that could be a whole episode on its own between you two. A dog rescuing.
We'll start our own podcast.
Yeah, we'll start our own podcast.
I want to ask you about the game because I think we both watched it. You were like on you were 3 minutes ahead of me because you guys were talking.
You know what?
Wait, how?
It was a weird thing to where like the living room TV that I was at my folks' house was delayed because my wife and I were upstairs feeding the twins like a minute ahead. So we knew what was going. It was a funky thing. The Apple TV kind of makes it kind of a dilemma there. But I had a decent amount of money on a couple 3 different bets that I was obviously monitoring the whole time. We did fine. We did good. We're good. We're not, our kids are going to go to college, which is a good thing.
What about the game?
I wanted the 49ers to win, but I'm very happy they didn't, because there's so many I'm not ignorant, stuck up Northern California. Being from Southern California.
Wait, where are you from?
Los Angeles, right here,
great.
Just up the street. Yeah,
great.
Right here in LA.
Love it.
Yeah. I can't stand NorCal, like Northern California people.
I'm sure they feel the same about you,
100%, 100%. And so I was very happy to see the Chiefs win at the end of the day. And because I also I love being on the right side of history. We're literally in the middle of history with the NFL, because this Chiefs team is a full-on dynasty. So we're never going to see a Patrick Mahomes again. We're never going to see a Travis Kelce again. So to see them win the way they won in overtime, you never see a Super Bowl go in overtime. I mean, this was such a great game, and it was a slow from the beginning, but then it finally built up at the end. And some of those bets didn't hit, but but I was full on. It was such a good game. X's and O's, I can break down, some of the fumbles that happened, but
can you stop?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was
what?
Totally different language. I was kind of just I wanted to know the score. I wanted to know who the celebrities were there.
I
want to know
what people are wearing.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Okay.
What the fuck a tunnel walk is. Because you've been talking about it. I've actually, in the last episode, I was like, we had a tunnel walk happening. I don't know what it is.
Let's get to it. Let's do it. Let's talk about some of the players that walked in.
Can you beer me, please?
Of course. Do you want the victory? Shout out victory from Philadelphia.
Woo woo.
Allentown, Pennsylvania. Fucking hate that place, but
Allentown's not great? Okay.
Yeah, not a good place. Can I have an opener, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry to distract.
Wow.
Okay, so we're going to start. We might as well, right? Mm-hmm. The man of the whole weekend, Travis Kelce.
He looks fucking stupid. I fucking hate this shit. He looks like a pimp from the 90s.
What if I was I actually dressed him?
Oh, that'd be so great.
That would have been so good.
He's
I didn't dress anyone.
A sequin leisure suit. Actually, it's sequin plaid.
There's a plaid to it?
A checker, I would call it a checker. It's not enough to make me go, wow, that's amazing. And it's not subtle enough to make me go, wow, he looks beautiful and really sophisticated.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing. I think the pants are a little too wide. If they had a little bit more shape to it, like a boot cut or maybe even a flare. Do football players wear flare pants?
It's literally like it's straight cut.
He looks like a character from Minecraft.
Yeah, with the black shades and the chains and the black t-shirt.
Have we seen this in movement though?
No. Oh, that's a good
point.
Yeah.
Because it looks.
We can show a video. I can show you a video. There's a lot of the legs are moving a lot, especially the bottom, the taper between the knee and the ankle are moving a lot.
It's probably a heavy fabric.
But that's also what I didn't like about it though was the movement.
I hate the shoes with it.
I know. Yeah.
It's just the shoes
because they're pointy.
Yeah, they just feel like maybe a little too feminine for the overall look, which I'm down for, but I think the pant with that small boot, it just didn't work together.
If it was like a lace up, almost like a military boot,
or like something chunkier.
Boot. To fit so because it's a straight leg, and the boot goes into a narrow point. If it was a full on boot and it it kind of filled out the leg. I think the
movement of the pant would look probably better as well.
So you said because the boot wasn't chunky enough, it was small. It brought a feminine quality to it.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
it's interesting. It sort of brings up the classic American trope of I am man, I'm an army.
True.
And I think that's interesting.
I'm not going to break him down. He won me some money last night, so good for you, Travis. All around, good for you. This is right here, Sky Moore from the Kansas City Chiefs. Can you guys see this all that well?
Yeah.
It is a it's almost like a Carhartt, tie-dye Carhartt jacket, white shirt, and patchwork jeans with some they look like Air Force Ones, but with some pattern to it. What do you guys think about this one? This is your typical streetwear.
I'm down for the pant and the sneaker. I think it feels not put together. It feels really sloppy. Like I wish almost there was like a matching jacket to the pant or something to
So
just make
too
it
light on top, huh?
Yeah, it just feels like the jacket feels like it just doesn't make a lot of sense. The shirt feels heavy. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like the same person.
It's giving an ode to like late 90s, early 2000s fashion with like the big oversized bomber look. I agree. It's way too top heavy. The pants and sneakers are very, very nice. Is that a Louis Vuitton
Yeah, I was about
bag?
to say it's almost
Is
like
that
iridescent, like see-through.
That is
Louis Vuitton
from
bag is dope.
Virgil Abloh's
Yeah.
debut 2019 show where they did the Wizard of Oz.
Beautiful, yeah.
Playboy
Good for you.
Cardi carried that down the runway in like a whole like spacesuit
Respect.
poncho.
Nicely done. Yeah.
Oh, it looked so good.
No, yeah, I like the bag aspect of it. I agree though. I think it's too. I feel like it's too light on top for how dark it is on the bottom.
Keep talking.
But there's a couple others. I'm gonna go straight to this one. So, we have Chris Jones right here. Do you like the no shirt under the suit vibe that's going on right here with this one? So it's like a black shiny texture suit.
Yeah.
Cut at the ankle so you can see a lot of the ankle, and no shirt underneath at all.
I can be down for this. I don't think I'm so down for it in this look. I wish that it maybe was like not so fitted. I think the pant is really, really skinnied.
For especially how big this dude is. This dude's one of the bigger guys on the team.
I think too, like they're all for the most part, like they're big dudes, but I'm like, could we just have gone up a size and not tailored it so sleek? It's a little too tight for me.
Yeah.
A brief intermission in just like going through the looks. I don't understand why he is looking so like red carpety. I always thought of like the moment before a game. These guys want to be comfortable.
But it's the Super Bowl, man.
Well,
gotta show up.
I've never associated fashion with the Super Bowl. And I have a question. How long have tunnel walks been happening? How long has like fashion been a part of football and basketball? Because to me, since starting this podcast, I don't know shit about fashion.
Yeah.
I'm just now realizing that athletes are wearing clothes other than their uniforms.
Have you addressed an athlete before?
I have not.
Same here. I've always wanted to, but I feel like over the past like 2 years, maybe it's gotten bigger.
Yeah.
Especially like
Really,
the NBA is trying to
NBA
make it a big thing.
is like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
those guys I feel like really bring it.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Can I assume that fashion in the NBA probably started because of the sneakerhead and hypebeast era?
It could be.
But it brought a lot of exposure to that sport.
But I also think that like they wanted to appeal to a certain demographic or a generation. So I think that they did what they can to like literally every arena, every team has like almost a red carpet appeal to where they'll have a photographer or multiple photographers there and film them coming from the, bus
like
to the
makeshift red carpet.
Yeah, honestly, for real. Up next, we have
my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend?
Post Malone.
I wish, I hope. Best dress of the night to me. Honestly, this is my number one.
I
Post
kind
Malone.
of agree with you.
Yeah.
What really pulls it together is the suede jacket and the green jade accent on his bolo tie. We talked about bolo ties last episode.
We talked about bolo ties, yeah.
We weren't a huge fan of them, but
no, the way he does it though is like so rock star and so cool that you can't not like it.
Your thoughts?
What if I was like, I fucking
Please.
hate it?
Sucks.
No, I don't. I
Shit on
actually
it.
really like it. No, I do. I like it.
It's amazing.
I like the guitar strap as well.
So what I like about it though is that like those jeans right there
Fit
are
him
$50.
perfect.
Yeah, but like
Oh, yeah, I saw
yeah,
that.
but
Really?
like go to Wrangler and like Amazon, Wrangler.com, like a $55 pair of
But they
jeans
fit
right
him
there,
so perfect.
Oh,
perfectly.
you could also get a really nice pair of cowboy boots at a place called like Boot Barn. There's a
Yes.
Boot Barn in where is it? It's East LA
Everywhere.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
What do you
all
mean
over the place.
everywhere?
I feel like
Where?
Boot Barn is everywhere.
I didn't know that. Wow. I know like two.
I guarantee you a Boot Barn is 15 miles between you and this Boot Barn. Guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You made a good point shouting out the guitar strap because it is an accessory to
Yeah.
the fit, and it brings a really
Just ties
nice
it in really
dynamic,
well,
and it
yeah.
it layers on top of the entire fit really, really well.
And it's really easy on the eyes, like between like the brown of the jacket and like the light of the jeans, light of the boots. I think it all like is just very, very easy on the eyes.
Yeah, it is.
He probably had them tailored. I will say, if you go get Wrangler bootcut jeans, size up, and you're gonna have to get them tailored from like the knee down because they're really tough and really boot cutty.
Because as horse humans, we
Horse
need
humans,
those
yeah.
boots.
Yeah, you need.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
Good
we
to know.
actually need it.
Jay-Z and the kiddos. He's always going to do his own thing. I mean, there's really nothing wrong here. He's obviously like wearing a beanie, NFL jacket, because he's responsible for the halftime show and some of the content that happens with the NFL. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong here. He's going to do his thing, and he's working technically. So,
Can you tell what is that design on his jacket? Is it? I think it's embroidered on
like a leather jacket.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It.
I think it's beautiful either way. It's like a one of a time. He's never going to wear this again.
You know who also looked really good? His wife.
I know.
She
With
looked
the blonde
her
hair. God.
looked- Oh,
Yes, completely agree.
flawless.
Completely agree.
Here we go. All right,
sure.
let's get into the halftime show.
I made a guarantee. I'll stand by that guarantee, and it didn't hit. We watched the Rihanna show prior to, just making sure I remembered it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna blew Usher out of the water, but it was a good show. I mean, it was fine.
He did a great job bringing the club atmosphere to the field, and I think that was the whole point. It was very intimate, and you could tell by the horrible fucking sound and the fact that he only sang like 10 words. Did you see the halftime show?
I didn't watch it.
That's fine. You were with the horses.
I was with the
That's fine.
horses.
Are you an Usher fan at all?
Yeah, I'm down.
Good.
I love it. Yeah, but
He was sporting 2 off-white looks. The first being an all-white look that was like a really wide gaucho white pant with, I don't know what shoes he was wearing.
Yeah, with like an interesting like top, like vest.
An asymmetrical vest with these really nice button designs. It was like a really interesting sequin pattern as well. That was a really beautiful start to the show.
Yeah, it was.
I think I wouldn't have expected anything less from him. After that, who did we see? Alicia Keys. Who
bodysuit? I love.
She looked amazing. Yeah. I wonder who designed that bodysuit.
it was Dolce & Gabbana.
Beautiful. And,
was it?
She wore Dolce & Gabbana.
Makes sense.
Very nice.
Which I don't love.
Yeah, we can get in love. Yeah.
Yeah.
But with Alicia Keys and like the no makeup thing, I do love that as well. She's so beautiful.
She's
that like
stunning human.
She can not wear anything and look great.
Then we get halfway through the halftime show and we see Usher start ripping off. That way we'll get a little screenshot of him.
And the ladies were slipping out of their chairs.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, even I was.
Yeah.
After that, I think Jermaine Dupri came on
with the shorts.
Yeah, that was an interesting fit.
I think it's going to come up here, and I actually did not mind it, but we'll get to it, though. We'll get to it.
Yeah, I need to see all of these because I really have not seen.
He then finished the show with a glammed out moto suit.
Yeah.
By Off-White. It didn't fit him at all.
Yeah.
But if it did, it would have been so hot.
Yeah. And if he was really good at roller skating. That would have been
true. He fucked up a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
Honestly, though, to roller skate, to even have the balls to do that, I'm like, absolutely not.
True.
To have that many eyes on you roller skating, that's a no.
Millions, yeah. Okay. We can bow down to Hailey Bieber for a second. Okay. With the new brunette hair, obviously, looks good. And Justin finally wearing clothes that fit him.
I would say they don't even fit him.
I know, yeah.
He's wearing what, like a dark blue denim and then marine Sayre shirt that's only tied at the bottom.
If he was standing, it probably does not fit him. But like, same thing, man. Showing the tattoos, nothing underneath, and just letting it ride.
But it's on brand for everything that Justin Bieber has worn in the past. He started off as like the new like kid Michael Jackson with those cool futuristic looks, and then he eventually graduated into a more casual, laid back look. And I think this is next level, where it still holds that youth with his like fitted cap backwards, but we see the man inside with his chest showing through that beautifully printed shirt. I think I love this shit. I don't like what she's wearing, but I love what he's wearing.
I like them both.
You like them both, yeah.
I love Justin's looks. I feel like they're so hated on by the public, but I actually am super into them. I think the oversized thing, like, it's his thing, so let it be, you know?
And he just takes chances and, you know.
He killed that oversized Balenciaga suit, I think, was it?
For the Grammys?
Yeah.
Dude, with the beanie.
But
he got so much hate for that. And I was like, this is so sick, you know? And she looked classic and like looked stunning in her dress. And
Carla Welch does a really good job with him. He wore a really cool like Marnie oversized jacket to the NHL All-Star game last week. That was really sick.
What about grooming? These guys are like pretty burly and bearded, and Justin Bieber looks a little
it's a little like I don't know, beat up a little bit. Like it's not like kept, you know?
Yeah. He looks like he literally got off of his private.
Yeah.
I love it.
But it's lending to the oversized, like grunginess of what he's doing.
Yeah. I'm into
He's evolving.
Patrick Mahomes, MVP of the Super Bowl. Suit wise, Mercedes is going to kill it. But the glasses to me are just the worst. So he's wearing a full blown, nicely tailored suit. Nothing like, you know, it's a little on the tighter side, but he's wearing like these Oakley's M-framed style glasses where it's like they're meant to be worn on like a baseball field rather than, you know, a tunnel. What do you guys think?
I think the only time those glasses, I think the glasses could maybe work on someone who is wearing like an insane oversized fit. Like if Justin Bieber came in those, I would have been I'm into that.
Or like an Action Bronson, like someone like that.
Like
you know.
It was just like the suit was so tailored, which like I don't love like a pant again that tight.
You're seeing calf, or quad.
But it's just a little too snug for me. But I think then with the glasses, it just doesn't. They don't pair.
Yeah.
You and I are the same. I hate skinny pants in a suit. I think it's so
there's a time and a place. I'm down for it on some people, but I'm like these guys
Love
are
Island
like
British Love Island where they have like the fucking Jesus, dude. Their pants are tighter than
they are.
Top man, yeah. 100%.
But that's kind of the vibe. It almost cheapens the suit to me. Like it feels like it was pre-tailored, and I'm like, why are we wearing like these pre-tailored suits when you guys are wearing like these beautiful custom looks? Like it just doesn't feel.
Another thing that throws me off is the supremely wide tie with that skinny fit, extremely, as he says, extremely well tailored suit, which I fucking disagree on. But like, it makes the entire look again top heavy. I would much rather have seen.
It looks like he's wearing leggings.
Yeah. Remember, girly pops in high school would wear leggings and like oversized hoodies.
Yeah, girly pops.
He would have looked better like that.
Yeah, I like his bags. He's got some like Louis Vuitton like custom bag. That's his logo on the side there. Yeah. MVP though. He's the GOAT. Christian McCaffrey. So running back for the 49ers here. Have you guys ever heard of Christian McCaffrey before?
Yeah, he should have won MVP, dude. He played a fucking killer game. Do you know who he is?
It sounds familiar.
His girlfriend is Olivia Culpo. If that's comes into play,
why. Yeah. One of my friends works with her, so that's probably why.
Yeah. Very cool.
I love this look. The shirt collar and like I feel like you can kind of attest to this. Sometimes when you put on a suit and during a fitting, the collar is gonna like either play games with you a little bit. Like you're gonna put the jacket on and it's not gonna like fit right. You gotta switch the shirt. He did not switch the shirt and like it just doesn't, you know, it's obviously like showing out a little bit or poking out a little bit. I love that this looks like a Dolce & Gabbana suit, I will say.
I think it's Ralph Lauren.
Is it Ralph Lauren? Okay, that makes sense.
But I like the suit. I think now this is a well-tailored suit in my opinion for it not being, it's still very fitted, but I'm not seeing every part of his body. It looks like though the double-breasted suit is double buttoned.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. You gotta leave the bottom one.
Because it just changes the shape, and I'm sure like it just got missed. And I've had people walk on carpets, and I'm like, no, what happened? We talked about this, and then they're on the carpet, and it's the double, and I'm like, we don't do the bottom. Well, because we tailor it. We tailor it for that shape without that being buttoned. So then when it buttons, it pulls and you can actually see that pull right there. That wasn't supposed to happen.
I have a question talking about the collar and how it just like I don't know what you just said.
goes
It wasn't. It goes rogue. Why does it do that? Is it because the shoulders are too tight? Is it because of the double button?
No, it's not a suit problem. It's a shirt problem. So it's you got to change out the shirt. Whenever like the collar's too big like that, it's more of the shirt.
Or sometimes I feel like too, like if maybe a stylist isn't there getting them ready or something, they don't pull that down fully, and it kind of gets like stuck, and they don't know, and they just like.
And sometimes too, like award shows wise, you're gonna put some double stick tape and like tape it down or tape the collar down, making sure that it's not going to go anywhere too.
Well, it's tough for these guys too because their necks and shoulders are massive. So every movement they make, they're flexing these gigantic muscles. It's hard
to tailor those, like to tailor dress shirts down. I feel like when you're like, okay, we got to get a neck for this, giant neck, but then the body is huge.
Yeah, it's like an 18 neck and then like a normal size body.
So then you're like, we have to tailor down the entire shirt. Well, then that changes things, and then you put this jacket over that, and I'm just like, this is so much. But that's why you got to do custom.
How long would a custom tailoring job like that take? Like, how long does the stylist have to prepare for the Super Bowl for a guy who's 6'5", 300 pounds?
Well, that's the tough part. Is like you don't know who's in the Super Bowl. 2 weeks out.
Oh yeah,
right?
true.
So, I think you have it on deck. Usually a suit, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. About 6 weeks to get like a custom made suit.
Custom made, yeah.
Yeah.
I think though too, like you're given, like you said, like maybe 2 weeks or something. So then like I've had to tailor things like night of, and you're like,
100%.
My tailors are staying up all night because the client doesn't get in until 9 p.m. that night, and the next day it's 7 a.m. start or whatever it is, and you're like, I'm so sorry, please stay up all evening long to tailor 10 looks for me, and they're like, I hate you.
Props to tailors.
No, but
oh my God, they're like the real MVPs.
But you're right though, because like if it's Ralph Lauren, then they have tailors around like this was easily like easily handled. But speaking of gigantic though, the bag is gigantic, right?
Yeah,
I think that's a little much.
Bag that
where would a hefty 6'5", 300-pound guy get a suit that isn't custom made? Could he go to a suit supply and get a nice suit, then like maybe get it tailored at Suit Supply?
Yeah, or like a Bonobos, like something like that. Like if you were gonna think of like something affordable like that, Brooks Brothers has some good lines that are affordable for bigger guys. I always kind of lean towards like Todd Snyder, or even like Banana Republic is doing crazy stuff right now, which is really good.
Their stuff is really nice right now.
Yeah, really nice right now. But bigger guys is tough, but like always Brooks Brothers always fits bigger guys really well. So I always lean towards them.
So does Ralph Lauren. I mean, I'm a bigger guy, and I pretty much predominantly, I'm not wearing any right now, but I wear Ralph Lauren all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Brock Purdy. Have you ever heard of a guy named Brock Purdy?
I've never heard of him.
Okay.
What a fucking football name, dude.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Shut up. What?
No. Okay, hold on. Okay. Well,
he's so good. Mr. Irrelevant.
Okay, listen.
Okay, all right.
Listen. No.
Patrick Mahomes has nothing on this guy. Patrick Mahomes played the most chaotic and like.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
This guy.
Have to explain it until when he's done with his rant. I'll explain it to him.
Every single time this guy went off the field, he went and meditated. Yeah. That's the game I want to play.
Love him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The reason why he was the last pick of the draft 2 years ago.
256.
So that's the label, Mr. Irrelevant. So his nickname, it's a good,
That's
it's a good
kind
thing.
of funny.
Okay.
All right, he is pretty.
Well, and he led his team to the Super Bowl, so it's all good.
Yeah.
So I am usually, and I can't stand belts with suits.
Yes and no.
Yes.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
Wait, I will give a pass on this one though.
Unless though,
there's no.
I was going to say Saint Laurent. That's the only time.
When it's a cool belt. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I think because they're very specific about who they dress. It's always like a very tall, thin,
lanky,
yeah, exactly. And they do the same thing over and over again. It's like their signature, but it's like a skinny belt, and it's like it goes very unnoticed. It's just like a small accent, which I'm down for. Like this, I'm like, it breaks it up.
Yeah.
it
Saint
makes
Laurent
the
probably is the
waistline
same
not.
color as the pants too, black.
Yes, it's going to be black and black.
Yeah,
yeah.
so it'll just be
chops
like a
up the
gold
whole
buckle.
look.
Like a Saint Laurent
Yes.
thing will just be a gold buckle, so that
Yeah.
you only like lightly see that.
Yeah, just like
rather
one
than a
tiny little
full-on.
detail. And it
Yeah.
also doesn't break up. Like for me, the pant is so low. So that belt really makes that pant look even more low rise.
What a
And
good
the chest
point.
looks so much longer. Whereas if you had lost the belt, it would have actually elongated the legs and not made it look so top heavy, in my opinion.
Right. So guys with bigger torsos should probably stray away from belts with like medium or low rise pants.
Yeah, I would
Maybe
do
for
more
a high
mid-rise.
rise,
Yeah,
you could
high-rise.
rock a belt, but
Yeah.
you're so right. He looks completely disproportional. I do have to say what I like about the fit, which are
Yeah.
the black buttons.
Ooh.
I was gonna like. I don't like colored buttons on suits whatsoever.
Okay.
Do you have any opinion on that or no?
No, I don't love it.
Mainly because like I feel like because he's like, oh, I'm not gonna wear a tie. My buttons are colored. I
It's
feel like
distracting.
It's distracting. Yeah.
Okay,
If it was a
then-
clean white shirt, I think it would be a little bit better.
Or without the belts.
Let me
like
tell you
there's too
exactly
much- too many
why I
things.
like those black buttons.
Go ahead.
I went to a like pseudo performing arts high school. Shout out Tina Fey for being our most famous alumni.
Nice.
Love that.
That's certainly big. Yeah.
I was in the like general choir and I was also in the select choir. And the general choir had, we're going back to cummerbunds, had the tuxedo shirt, purple cummerbund, black tails, and then tuxedo pants.
Purple button.
No, white buttons.
Yeah.
The select choir had
Whoa.
black buttons.
So that's why.
So this makes me feel like
Trauma.
he's a great singer. And I love that
Nostalgia.
about him.
real quick, speaking of, if you were going to go to karaoke, what are you going to sing?
Probably Creep by Radiohead. It's always my go-to.
Nice.
Or
That's a good one.
Or that one by holy shit, is it? No, it's Kings of Leon.
Closer.
I don't know the compassion of me.
Yeah,
That one.
That's great. You're from music background. What are you singing at karaoke?
I am never ever
Ever.
singing at karaoke.
Yeah. There's a
You
reason
could
why
not-
we're behind the scenes. Yeah.
Never. That's. I mean, yeah. I was like, as soon as they were like, "Get up there," I was like, "Oh
No,
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 no, no,
no,
no,
Yeah.
never."
We're gonna just go through this real quick. I've never heard of this person named Riot.
Riot.
The guy
He's
on
the
the
best
left.
producer in New York right now. He
Seriously?
created Ice Spice. He is the reason why
Okay.
Ice Spice is Ice Spice right now, because
Okay.
he brought New Jersey club music to hip hop right now.
Good
So
to know. Okay.
Riot looks exactly the way that he should look, which is a producer from the Bronx. He fucking
Amazing.
killed this shit.
Wow.
He looks exactly like
We're
who he's
so
supposed
excited. Wow.
I know.
love Riot. He's
Have you ever
so
heard of
good.
Riot before?
No.
Okay. Do you want to go first on? I know exactly what you're gonna say. Go. Do you want to say anything about his look?
No.
The logo on the belt. Like, what are we doing?
That's what you're supposed to do when you're
No,
from
no,
the
no.
Bronx. Flex that shit,
No.
dude.
I'm even down. I
No.
like the t-shirt and the light denim. If the pant was just like a little higher weight, maybe maybe it's just the belt making that look like so
because
low
it's like
rise.
a huge fucking logo. Like
It's a
logo.
Balenciaga belt, and
Why?
Balenciaga did do that weird like B reverse
Yeah.
B.
Well, yeah, she's also
good.
wearing Balenciaga, so there's a little bit of something there.
We
so it's a
got
brand
that
deal. So he
deal.
has to wear that belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Okay, real quick. Jeff Goldblum wearing Bodhi.
I mean,
We referenced it.
I just love him.
There was a great video of him realizing that he's on the Jumbotron.
I did actually see this.
Yeah.
It was
And he was like,
amazing.
and he sees it, puts his glasses on, and then like stands up and is like waving at the camera like a normal fan.
He's
of
like,
a,
"Oh
of a
my
stuff."
God, it's me!"
Yeah,
It's like-
it's great.
It's the
You
best,
can't
yeah.
knock someone like him. I mean, it's a interesting pairing in terms of like a light
yeah.
bottom and a extremely dark top, but
But I just love him.
It's Jeff
Like it's
Goldblum.
just yeah.
yeah.
I know
There's
what
just
pants
some
he's
people
wearing.
like that where you're just like, I just love him though.
I
Like it doesn't
know.
matter. He can do whatever he
Yeah.
wants.
I feel like the skew on the older side, right? Where it's like
Yeah.
an older person can get away with stuff like a Henry Winkler or like someone like
He's just so
they don't know
quirky
any
and
better.
like
Yeah, they're just
he
gonna put
always
some
wears
clothes on.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
And I'm just I'm here for it always.
Yeah.
I want to bring up a cool, interesting fact about these pants. I think they're these pants. I may be wrong, but they're like a tan corduroy,
Okay.
and there are a few people in this world that had them custom painted. My friend Tanner being one of them. Bodie, what's her name?
Emily.
Emily Bodie spent some time with these specific garments, these like tan corduroys, and reached out to specific people and got like life stories from them and hand painted some like symbolic treasures on these garments and
awesome.
I like that.
eventually put them out. So
He would be someone like that he'd qualify.
I'm interested to see what's on those pants.
I'm sure he's wearing Jacques Marie Mage sunglasses too, because he's had a collaboration with them.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
big
cool.
Let's talk about this is full on. So Fabulous and Central C. I feel like 90s R&B is kind of coming back in terms of like the fit of some of the clothing that people are wearing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you look at guys like this and Fab, especially with like the logo hat, chain over the stuff, the leather pants, and then you have Central C, just baggy jeans and like oversized jackets. Like I think it's like a old school New York kind of vibe.
Totally.
Any thoughts?
I love the underwear sticking out. Great.
Yeah,
I'm
into
rise
it.
cut,
I'm into it.
Yeah. And you're right. We brought it up in Grammys episode, I think, where you said R&B is coming back, where guys are wearing turtlenecks with chains coming down.
I know. We don't like that really.
We don't like that at all, but I really do like what Central C is doing, especially for the Super Bowl. It's the fucking Super Bowl. You should be showing your underwear bands.
Yeah, we want to see it.
And I feel like the fitted hats are going to start coming back. Just a heads up. Where you heard it here. I think that they're, so
they're already back.
Get
dude.
your
We've
team.
seen like
Get
4
your
people
team
with them already.
Okay, sorry about that.
They're back. Okay.
Mr. Look at Me Louie, Jared Leto. Always trying to find the limelight. Just probably wearing a denim jacket with no shirt.
I'm surprised he's not wearing a cat costume.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any
What do you
thoughts on
think
Jared
about Jared
Leto? Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay. So we are referencing like a GQ website article, and Bobby Flay, for whatever reason, is on this one. I wanted to talk about this real quick, and I don't care really about the top. I wanted to talk about the bottom. Cuffing the jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Any sort of insight there?
For
Likes
me?
or dislikes? Yeah.
I can like it with the right shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't like when it's cuffed multiple times because it just gets too heavy at the bottom and it feels really thick, and it's just, I don't know, it makes the pant look disproportionate to me, but I don't think this is the right shoe or the right denim for it. I would
Is it
prefer
the Air Max 1 or 90?
I don't
It's
know.
one of the Air
know,
Maxes,
yeah.
and you're like Air Maxes are the worst.
Yeah.
How do you even style an Air Max?
It's tough. Yeah. He's ready to break into a sprint.
You need to wear shorts with those things.
Yeah.
I hate all of the wrinkles around the knee.
Yeah.
It's so
They just look like it looks like a stretchier denim.
Yeah. Almost like a page.
Yeah,
denim
like a
kinda,
page or something. And I think like a denim like that is not a cuff denim. I think it's
True.
like a Levi's is like a
Yeah.
cuff denim, you know.
Anything like selvage.
Carhartt, yeah.
Yeah, something like almost like it feels like a denim should be cuffed.
Yes.
No, I agree. You said it right with like the double cuff could be kind of too weighty.
It's too chunky, yeah.
Sometimes you cuff a pant just because like they feel long and you want to like make it seem more streamlined, like a little bit more like straight.
Mhm.
However, like just go get them hemmed. I don't know, like
There are
Yeah.
different kinds of cuffs, though. From my knowledge, there's like the inch cuff,
Yeah.
and then there's the Japanese style cuff where they just
all
like
the
pull it all
just
the way
keep
up.
it going up. Yeah.
I think that would have looked much better, even if it was just like maybe 6 or 7 inches up.
I like that.
It would have been so much better.
Yeah.
There's no way a cook though would make that
No.
happen.
Yeah,
Sorry, Bobby Flay. Real quick, I love an old school tie-dye shirt. We have our friend Miles Teller here, and he's a huge Deadhead, Grateful Dead, and so I feel like he's all into the whole like vintagey, hipstery vibe type T-shirts. Any thoughts there?
I think it's cute. I like it.
Tie-dye, man.
Yeah.
Tie-dye could be 2025.
I'm
We might
thinking-
see.
Dude, I think we need to get you a handful of tie-dye shirts, and you start rocking them now.
And then the guy, what the fuck is his name? Jonathan Anderson, who
JW.
who designs for Luebe.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah,
reach me out. He'll reach out to me and he'll go,
Yeah.
dude, I've been loving your tie dyes. Would you mind coming and doing some hand dips for us?
Hand dips.
Mm-hmm.
Making your own tie dyes. I like that.
I like that.
And then real quick, grown-ups wearing jerseys to whether it be games or everyday life.
Hot.
Really?
Super hot.
I
Any
mean, if it's Paul Rudd, I'm in.
Yeah.
No, I love how he did it too. He's
I
a huge,
love him.
He's a huge Kansas City fan, Royals and Chiefs. And over the hoodie, I love that. Like if I'm going to a Laker game, I'm always wearing like a Kobe jersey over a hoodie like that. Good. Yeah. If you're gonna rep a team or rep a player,
I'm honestly more into this than I am like some of the looks. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are we dressing up for the?
We're just
I'm
trying.
going back to why are we dressing up for the Super Bowl?
We're trying too hard.
So this
know?
whole episode is moot. Just wear a jersey. Wear your favorite
All
player.
guys, football players literally just
like
wear your
Paul Rudd,
jersey.
that's it.
yeah, exactly. Mercedes, you're lovely.
Thank you very much.
I think you're gonna be coming back.
Okay.
Do you want to
We
come
would
back?
love to have
Yeah,
you.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was easy.
What did you think? How are we as a
Ooh,
podcast host?
Oh no.
Yeah,
no.
that's right.
Just kidding. No, it's easy.
Next time we'll talk about like something that I know you don't like sports, so we'll talk about something that you're interested in. Yeah.
Horse fashion.
Horse fashion.
I'm into
Horse
that.
fashion.
Oh,
The Kentucky Derby.
This would be
Perfect.
Yo,
No,
no,
we don't
no,
support.
no.
That's
no.
actually true. Yeah, we fucking
Yeah, we
hate
don't
that
support
shit.
that.
No, we don't.
Oh
We don't
my
like that.
gosh,
There's another
guys,
one in New
don't
York that we
support
don't
it.
support either, right?
None of it we support.
None of those horse racing. She's got thoroughbreds. We can't do any of that stuff.
Guys, come on. Just while I'm here, at least.
Yeah, no, we won't.
Yeah, just while I'm here. No.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hopefully I
Sally,
wasn't too uncomfortable.
do you want to promote anything? Should we keep an eye out for anything that you're doing,
No.
working on? Nothing? Okay.
No.
In that case, Sally, final words?
I get the reason why protests happen,
Oh.
but why are we protesting during rush hour? It took me an hour and a half to get here. They were protesting like a bubblegum shortage. It was crazy.
Why?
I don't. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, my hands are off of that one. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Goodbye.